Hot 1035, hot behind the scenes. Sugar Bear here. Man, I'm going to call her a friend because it's been since 2014 since we've seen her. Ladies and gentlemen, the incomparable Agnez Mo. What's up, Ag?
Good, Sean.
What's good?
Of course. By the way, thanks for supporting me. Thanks for since day one. I gotta tell everybody here, day one, Hot 1035. You, especially Sugar Bear. This guy right here has been supporting me all the way.
1,000. We connect each other, because she's busy through Instagram. I'm like, hey, I would send her videos like, hey, we're playing the song, all of that, because, I mean, since day one, you've been so cool with us, and that's why you're here today. So thank you for that. We do appreciate it. So 2014, it's been a while. It was the Coke bottle. We actually did a parody video. We were watching that.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's been a while, and that song is still relevant to me. I mean, how does that feel to you? Does that feel like ages ago? Do you feel like you've come a long way?
No, not really. Not really, because every time I play it and every time I perform it on stage, I always feel like it's just yesterday.
Yeah.
We did a little different spins to it, like the acoustic version that we did a while back. Not a while back, like actually probably
a couple days ago,
a couple weeks ago, or some shit. But it always feels new to me.
Right.
Like especially with the bounce, I always gravitate towards the bounce. So wherever the bounce is, that's where I'm at.
You love the bounce.
Yes, and I feel like Coke Bottle has that bounce. So
1,000%. And so I would suspect you're working on some new stuff, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is Timbaland in the picture when it comes to that? I mean, because since I did that song Coke Bottle.
Well, after that, I just kind of wanted to work with a lot more producers, not just for the namesake, not just for the fact that because I work with Jim Beans, I work with Makiba, I work with those songwriters and producers like Danger, and a lot of other producers who shout out to Amadeus who produce Overdose as well. But I just want to challenge myself, like working with different people. I feel like that can broaden my horizon, and that has I don't know, that challenges me as an artist and also as a songwriter that I felt like I needed.
Okay. And so we're looking forward to that. And speaking of Overdose, love the song featuring the one and only Chris Brown. You guys kind of collaborated on that. How did that happen? How did that come about?
So that actually happened through social media at first, just because we've been following each other for a few years now.
Okay.
And at one time, we just kind of decided to play each other's music in his studio, and we ended up having a song together for his deluxe album. But after that, we appreciate each other's music and we love it, and so we just kept working. We just kept working in the studio, listening to beats and just keep writing together. And then one day he was actually the one he brought it to my attention that we already did over 10 songs together.
Wow.
And so he's like, okay, then what's the next step? Are we just going to keep
working
or what are we doing? And so that's when we decided that, okay, we need to put something out right now.
So you're telling me there's other songs?
Yeah.
Wow. So
over 10 songs, probably about 12.
And I know some people that know him that say he is a studio hound, like he loves, and you're the same way. You love being in that process.
Yeah, I love that. But he's a whole different beast, though. When it comes to studio, I feel like that's his playground. I'm the type of artist who loves going to the studio, but I love having that me moment. You know what I mean? I don't want to be in the studio every single day because I don't know. I just feel like me having my own time, it gives me a space from all the bullshit of entertainment business. And then so
there's a lot.
And so when I go back to the studio, I go back fresh. So that's just me, but again, it's it's preference.
Everyone's different,
everyone's different.
But y'all did a great song of promoting that song because a great job promoting it. Because there were so many rumors that y'all were dating.
No, we're not.
That is out there. Y'all not dating for sure.
We're not dating.
Okay, but I mean, y'all look cozy. I mean, you're super cozy, but no, you're not dating.
No, we're not dating, and I think when I brought up that idea, because we knew back then that we wanted to make a music video for Overdose. Like we've always known. And I thought that he wanted to direct it, but he was like, well, you direct all your music videos, why don't you direct this one? So I was like, okay, that's a challenge.
I'll do that.
Accepted. But then I thought, okay, what can we show the audience that we've never shown before? Because like both of us have shown Agnez, the glamorous side. Chris is the same thing, but we've never really shown the human side of us, right?
Okay.
And so because of that, we wanted to make the music video story-based instead of like, oh, cool, Chris Brown and Agnez Bo, oh, cool stage, cool fashion.
Story, there's a
exactly.
story.
So we created a story. I wrote that story, and it was so when we were there being cozy, it was really us representing two people in love. It wasn't just Chris Brown and Agnez Mo. It was really two actors playing these roles of just a couple falling in love.
Because a lot of people relate to that when you see that. That's
exactly.
what love feels like, and overdosing on your love. Like, who produced that track, by the way?
Amadeus.
Great track.
Yeah.
I mean, and both you guys wrote that and everything.
Yeah.
The arrangement is amazing. Like, just from a music nerd, I'm a nerd in that way. I love that. So I paid attention to that. So it was great. And you were hitting those notes on that. So
thank you.
Good job. I can't wait to hear the other stuff. Like,
yeah, the other stuff are pretty amazing. And I think during those months, probably like 3 or 4 months that we worked together, I realized that I've evolved so much as an artist and also as a songwriter. And I have my solo project done as well. We have over like 50 to 60 songs. By we meaning me. I don't know why I keep saying we. Me and my team. Me and my team. Me and my team. We have over 50 to 60 songs. And then I started recording and writing more with Chris. But then after that, I was like, you know what? I've evolved so much now in the past like 6 months. I really need to go back to the studio and see what I can come up with now. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, probably I want to write, I don't know, 10 more songs that can top those 50 songs that already existed.
Because you're in a different space now.
Exactly.
So your creative process is a little different.
Yeah, I mean, like even listening back to the songs that I wrote 6 months ago and compare it with the songs that I wrote 3 months ago, they sounded so different. Like the way I sing, the way I, just hit certain melodies, the way I write is so different. So I just want to make sure that everything that I put out next, either it's a single or a full out, whole album, I want to make sure that that's current and that's what represents me.
Okay.
The best of me.
Can't wait to hear that whenever that is, too. I mean, sometime first quarter next year.
Yeah. I'm really hoping that I can put it out probably in February. Or if not March, but we'll see how how it is, because now I'm signed to 300 as well.
Congratulations on that. Yeah.
Thank you. They've been great labels as well. It's a teamwork. Like I might want it to be in January or February, but then we want to try to make sure that everybody on the team agree with a certain date.
Got
it. This is everybody's ready.
And you don't want to rush to something like that. Yeah.
Exactly.
So, I mean, there's a lot of room out there for you to find your space, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
it is about timing also, I've noticed, with a lot of labels and artists.
Right.
So you can find the right space to release everything. So
Right.
I know your fans are anticipating all
Right.
that. Your fans are loyal, by the way. You're watching this right now. Thank you for supporting, because they have been hitting us on Twitter.
Yeah.
Everyone who works here
They've
can
been
tell you that.
amazing.
Every morning I wake up, when I'm on the show, they send us tweets like, please play Agnez Mo. They love you.
Yeah.
We do too.
I love
Speaking
them
of,
too.
for the holidays, what are you doing? Are you going home? What's going on?
No, I actually just got back, so I'm actually hit by a jet lag right now.
Oh,
as
it's
we
like,
speak.
what time is it
But,
in Indonesia right now?
I don't know.
It's 2 o'clock. It's 10
It's
minutes.
probably like 4 a.m. there.
Wow.
Yeah, 4 or 5 a.m. there. But yeah, I just got back from Indonesia actually a few days ago.
Okay.
I just got to make sure that before I have my holiday, I have to hit Sacramento first, and especially Hot 103.5. Like, I got to make sure that I'm here.
That's love. We love it. She was so excited when she walked in. She was excited like, yeah, this is my station. Because we might as well put your name on the outside of it. I'm just saying. It might just be Agnez Mo 103.5. That might be the new. Yeah, we should do that.
Hey, I need to have like my own show here, Hot 103.5.
I mean, I don't have a co-host right now. What y'all think? Y'all think she should be good in the morning with me? Why not?
I think it would be dope, you know. But yeah, I mean, like when I came in here and then I saw you and I was like, yo, like this is my station.
This is her station.
It really is though. Like it feels like that because I remember 4 years ago. You know how it was. Like yeah. Because right now I feel like audience is so ready to embrace differences, like different sound, different culture, you know what I mean? And it's not so segmented anymore. And I know that this has only been 4 years, but 4 years ago, it was just starting to be like that, but it was still kind of like...
It was a different world.
Yeah, it was a different world. So, like, people looked at me and like, oh, you're Asian and you're like petite Asian, but then you're actually doing more like rhythmic, you know, with the hints of urban music. So it was confusing for some people. But I know for a fact that this station has been embracing
1,000%.
that, you know, from me. And I think that's what's so cool about it. And just kind of, you know, being here right now talking to you about the journey. And, you know, I have this song with Chris already, you know, it's out already. By the way, the remix is already out too with Juicy J.
I seen that with Juicy J,
today,
and it's doing well
actually.
on the chart. Like people are, you know, gravitating towards it. That has to make you feel good. Does that validate like what you do? Yes.
Absolutely. Because I've always believed that, yo, when you say music is universal language, it's supposed to be a universal language, you know. But then unfortunately, you know, sometimes. You know, the tradition and everything, you know.
What people expect,
exactly.
Like you said, because you look different than the normal what they expect.
Absolutely.
And you have all this soul. Like what that influence of soul, like what happened? Like who were you listening to?
You know what? Like, I ask me the same question. Like what happened?
What I mean, Aretha Franklin was in your house or something, in your mom's body or something.
I don't know.
You got a lot of soul in you, you know what I mean?
I don't know. It's just I'm still confused right now because there are a lot of people asking me the same question, like, how did you like belt like that? How do you have that swag on you? And I was like, I don't know.
That's
really.
the word. It's swag. You're on stage when you perform, and I'm gonna see a lot of your videos because I follow you on Instagram, but your swag is like out of this world. Are you super comfortable on the stage?
Yeah, I think,
like in front of people.
You know what? It's almost like I have another personality when I'm on stage, right? Because off stage, I'm actually, I don't like going out. Like, I'm a homebody.
Really?
Like, I don't like, you know, talking like talking to strangers. I don't like the hype. I'm like, okay, let me just be in my, like, safe space, you know. But then when it comes to music, all of a sudden, it's just, like, a whole different personality. Like, I love risque songs. I love going to, like, certain places that I didn't think I would ever touch. You know what I mean? So it's like those type of things, and it's liberating.
Sure.
You know, it's liberating because I know that it's a part of me, but I can't be like that every single day. You know what I mean? So it's just cool. It's an experience. It's
great. And your fans, like, again, they gravitate towards everything that you do.
Yeah.
By the way, didn't you just get a cover of something? Or didn't you
it's a magazine here in the U.S. So that's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
And then I think last October or November, I was on Vogue as well. It's not the cover, but it's Vogue.
I mean, it's Vogue. Come on.
So I'm pretty excited about it. It's like, yo, like this petite little Asian, you know, from Indonesia who didn't even know how to speak English until she was 14, 15 years old. Now I can make it happen. I think, you know, this is bigger than just me and my music. You know, this is my message as well to people around the world that you know, no matter where you come from, I think if you know, like if you keep doing it, like you're gonna make it happen.
And that's important. She said around the world because there are people that watch you and want to see what you're doing around the world. So kids watching right now, young adults or whatever it may be. As she said, I mean, she did it. She's doing it. Did you have a base of people around you that gave you like, you know, a lot of confidence that you could do this, that you can be this superstar?
You know, I don't want to go into like because I know that this will freak some people out. But I grew up singing at church, right? So
Amen.
like church always been, like my foundation.
Okay.
Amen.
No, see, talk about it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it because and I understand why you're a little tentative about that because everyone.
Some people were like, "Oh, why do you? Like
but
we want to talk
real.
about God now,
No,
But it's real.
But it's
like,
real.
People always ask me like, "Hey, who's your inspiration?" I'm sorry to say, like, it's Jesus Christ.
Christ.
I mean,
Amen.
Like, that's like
what
my
the choir said out there.
inspiration.
Okay.
So like, if why do you have the fuel? Well, because like, oh, why are you so overly confident about yourself? I'm like, I'm really not confident about me. I'm confident about the God who who's in me.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Like, I believe in God who created me, and he always promises me that I'm gonna be the head and not the tail. So
Come on now.
You
didn't know y'all was going to church today, did you? You didn't know you was going to church today.
Yeah, it's that. It's the faith, It's
so
the faith,
great.
yeah.
And I love you even more to say that because people need to hear that. And again, a lot of people watch you and you really can't do anything. We can't do anything as humans without some type of centerpiece of what we believe in.
Absolutely.
Whatever that person or God or piece may be.
And especially because the world will always want to make you look dumb. The world will always want you to look like you can't do it, right? So it's like it's so important for you to have this, whatever it is that you find out there, like whatever you call it. For me, it's God and Jesus. It's Jesus. But for other people, maybe I don't know, like the higher power, whatever it is that you find.
Almighty, whatever you want to call it.
Almighty, you know what I mean? Like God, whatever it is, you gotta find something that you can hold on to and say that no, my identity doesn't depend on what other people think who I am.
Amen.
Like, you know what I mean? My identity is what God creates me to be.
Wow.
So,
see, we want to church now. Oh man, this is so amazing. We support you. You already know that.
Thank you.
1,000%. Waiting on the new project. You said first quarter sometime next year.
Yeah.
Overdose out right now.
Yeah.
Please support that. Play it, the remix with Juicy J. And this is your home. Don't forget that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anytime you come to California, you already know.
I already know.
We love her, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a pleasure as always. This is Agnez Mo.